Hey guys, today's video is going to be another Poshmark Q&A. Let's get in to the questions. Guys, first of all, today's just been a crazy ass day. So far, it's only 12. Oh, it's 12:12. My camera's shaking. Relax, relax. In my room, my smoke detector is beeping, so I need to change the battery. So if you hear that occasionally, I apologize. First question. Two people asked this question on one of my most recent videos. Thanks for the video. Wondering if you know. Okay, just try to ignore it. Just try to ignore it. Wondering if you know, what is the limit on how much income you make on Posh and not report taxes? Thanks so much. And then this person said, hi, how much money do you have to sell a year to report it on your taxes? So $600. If you sell $600 or more, you have to claim that as income on your taxes. That's all I'm going to say about that. I'm not a tax professional. I don't really like answering tax questions because I'm not a professional. But I do know $600 and you gotta claim it. Next question. Hi, I have a question. If a top is extra small / thin petite, how do you list it? Just extra small or extra small petite? Definitely list it as extra small petite. I actually ran into this last week or the week before. I sold a flannel shirt. It was an LL Bean flannel shirt, super cute. I listed it as small. It was my bag for not, my bag. It was my bag. It was my bad for not noticing that it was actually a petite small. So the buyer actually noticed that and she's like, hey, you know, is it really a petite small? And I'm like, yeah, it is. My bad. Sorry. Here are the measurements. If you don't think it's going to fit you, I'll cancel the sale. So she's like, yeah, it's going to be too small. So I ended up canceling the sale. So always list it as petite because it's a different size category. Yeah, learn my lesson with that. Okay, next question. In the past month, I've gotten 4 buyers that have canceled their sales because they say there was an accidental purchase and they didn't mean to do it. Has this ever happened to you? What do you do? Yes, this has happened to me a bunch. I've gotten people saying, oh, I accidentally bought it. And honestly, up until a couple of weeks ago, I was like, yeah, bullshit. Okay, accidentally. Yep, How the hell do you accidentally buy something? Guys, it's possible. It happened. I accidentally bought something. Okay, so this was like in the middle of the night. I am having a lot of trouble sleeping because I am 7 months pregnant. So yeah, I get up in the middle of the night, you know, like 2 or 3 in the morning. I'm like, what do I do? I can't fall back to sleep. Let's get on Poshmark. Yeah, I was browsing on Poshmark and I ended up buying something accidentally. I was like half asleep and I ended up tapping on buy now. And it's funny because it was a listing that somebody had created, like it was a closet sign in their closet, but it was for sale. It was $740 something. I woke up in the morning with an email that said, oh, your purchase has gone through. I'm like, what purchase? What purchase? And I looked into it. I was like, what the fuck? So yeah, I contacted the seller and I mean, needless to say, she's like, yeah, I understand. She ended up canceling that, and I'm like, okay, I know how it happens now. It could definitely happen. I don't know how it could happen when you're awake, but it can happen when you're half asleep, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and on Poshmark and you're trying to share stuff. And next question, is there an etiquette when you reposh something? I recently bought something on Poshmark and love it, but it doesn't fit me how I thought it would. Do I have to claim that I am reposhing it? Poshmark has this little feature where you can go into your purchase listings and you can actually create a listing. I think there's an option that says reposh and you can create a listing and it like pre-populates the description for you. It says like, I'm reposhing this. I think it even might say the seller's name, maybe, but you definitely don't have to do that. I purchase on Poshmark all the time with the intent of reposh. I definitely do not tell people that in the listing. So no, there's really no etiquette. Like I said, Poshmark just has that feature where you can easily reposh something, but you don't have to actually say in the listing that you are reposhing it. Next question. Hi Vanessa, I love your videos. I always learn so much. Oh, thank you. My question is, why do people ask all these questions? Like, how does it fit? What is the material, etc., with no intention of purchasing anything? I'm so sick of answering people's questions and having no one buy anything. LOL, I guess it's just the name of the game, but again, it's very frustrating. So yeah, it is the name of the game. It is very frustrating. I have literally gone back and forth with someone, like answering their questions like all day long, and they didn't end up purchasing it. And I'm like, what the frick? That was a waste of time. Like, yeah, it definitely does happen. Don't get discouraged. You know, some people just ask a lot of questions and then, you know, for whatever reason, they could change their mind. They could not like the answers to your questions that you're giving. So it definitely happens often to me, and it is annoying, but like you said, it's the name of the game. Okay, last question. What do you think about people claiming to be six-figure resellers when it takes them years to earn those six figures? That's a bit misleading, no? One of my favorite resellers, and then she names the person, I'm not gonna say the person's name. One of my favorite resellers, blank, recently started saying this at the beginning of her videos. It's very off-putting and I want to call her out and tell her to be more clear to people, but I also don't want to come off as a bitch. What are your thoughts? Okay, so guys, I'm a millionaire because I've earned $1 million in my lifetime. See how silly that sounds? If I tell you guys that I'm a millionaire, what do you think? Most likely that I make $1 million or over $1 million a year, right? If somebody says they're a six-figure reseller, what do you think? You most likely would think that they make over six figures every year, right? So yeah, I do agree with you. It's very misleading. I have seen a couple people actually say that and put that in like their Instagram bio. And I have talked about one person in a previous video. You know, she just came out with a course. She said she's a six-figure reseller, but you've been on Poshmark for 5 years, like 5 or 6 years. It breaks down to like 20, 30 grand a year, which is super attainable to earn on Poshmark. So that's not really impressive. So the reseller that you're talking about, I want to think that they're not being misleading because I enjoy their videos and I just hope that they're not that type of person, you know, but you know, who knows, they could be. I don't know them personally. Yeah, it is super misleading to say that and not really elaborate on that. I mean, there are genuine resellers that do make six figures a year. But I know, like, especially as of recently, there have been a lot. Oh, we got someone outside my door playing an instrument. I do know that as of recently, there have been a lot of resellers that claim to be six-figure resellers when, yes, they absolutely have sold over six figures, but it's over a duration of time, like 5, 6 years. And when you break it down, the amount that they're earning every year is very attainable. And not to mention, they're not including their cost of goods, their fees, and all that other jazz. So yes, it is misleading. As far as, hear that beautiful music? Oh, that's so beautiful, Abilene. I love it. I love it. Play some more. What? Play me another song. Okay. Like, you want to call her out? I mean, it could be kind of touchy, but then again, they're putting out their like income numbers. So, you know, you could ask them to clarify it, be like, hey, do you make six figures every year? Or, you know, what's going on? Like, there is a nice way to ask without being a bitch. But yes, absolutely, I do agree that it is very misleading. I like to think that this particular reseller isn't trying to be misleading, but I know that there are some that say that with the intent to be misleading, like i.e. sell their courses. All right, that's it for this video. I hope it answered your questions. If you have any other questions, you can comment down below. Send me a DM on Instagram or tweet me on Twitter. If you're new to Poshmark and you want to sign up, you can use my code. It is Keepin' It Rad. You get a $10 credit and I also get a $10 credit, so thank you. Now that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.